Greetings, my name is Daniel Tall and I hope you're having a good day today. I'm going to do another of a series, this is a three-part series on 3D planning work that we've completed over the past 2 decades. It's part of a process. I'm going to break it down into 3 parts, show the work that we've done, show how we use drones in that process, and then also how we do some 3D modeling. A little bit about myself. I've been working in this the ANI industry for 23 years. I'm a fellow of the American Society of Landscape Architects. I've published books on rendering and modeling and drones, and I also do planning and architectural work. And I'm a professional presenter, and I also develop software on the side for what I need to get accomplished, including Placemaker. I currently am the digital studio manager for Confluence Landscape Architecture. We have 9 offices, and some of the work you're going to see is from that office as well. I've been using 3D, this is in 2005, 2004, to produce, you could see the little pixelated here, redevelopment patterns in downtown Denver. Now it's in the past, kind of aging myself there, but showing how the development has occurred. And all these concepts, we used SketchUp way back then in 2004 to produce these models and for the proposals and the graphics, and you could see it's now built up. This is a Google Earth video, but it's showing how this graphic is now represented by reality. We redeveloped the whole entire 14th Street corridor. I've worked with cities and municipalities to do outreach with 3D for 3D planning. This is the city of Fort Collins. In producing these 3D graphics, we actually went out and photographed the buildings and modeled the buildings, created a high resolution aerial, and produced all these different 3D planning graphics that we could then use to leverage for both development, private developers, public development, for the public to understand and for all the shareholders to be engaged. Using 3D to do all these different studies about how these communities can be reintegrated with amenities, how they're low impact as much as possible, low impact development. And for just community master planning, here's for a rec center and mixed use location, and doing all these graphics can be leveraged in different ways. This was a study that we did for the mayor of Bozeman with Leland and Associates back at DHM, in which we, again, using just very simple SketchUp model, using Placemaker, we could show in there and show the phasing diagrams pretty effectively and create these really good graphics for them to see. Using a drone in this particular case, and then producing 3D massing models off the drone data, and then adding another level of detail. And I'll go over how we produce these types of graphics in some good detail. Just want to get through this introduction so you understand how we can produce these types of graphics and create them. And again, we build really large scale. We'll render them out once we have the development completed. This is really getting to going from macro to the micro level for some planning projects to really show what the character is going to look like for a location, which becomes really important. Here's an example of, we were handed this master plan on the left-hand side, and within a week, we did produce this entire detailed kind of graphic using the processes I will outline in part 2 and part 3 of this particular video. This is Durango, Colorado, working with DHM Design and Ann Christensen, and this is a character study that was adopted by the city using non-photorealistic graphics. You know, these processes that we use for these kind of planning models work at any scale. We've done them for a bunch of different projects, whether it's a population of 5,000 all the way to 90,000, 150,000 or more. And you can use these graphics in a lot of different ways to create really different kind of character studies or understanding the site. From SketchUp, we're able to produce these figure ground drawings to show density and massing, as well as these section cuts. All of this then gets implemented in different places. So that's how we actually work with this kind of information, just so you can see it. And that's the end of part 1 of this. In part 2 and part 3, we'll explore this a little bit further. If you like what you're watching and hearing, please subscribe, share, and like this videos. And in the comments, please tell us what other kind of videos you'd like to see. We appreciate the feedback, and I hope you continue to have a good day.